everybody. Welcome back to the cottage. My name is Joyce and welcome to the Ruby Moss Cottage podcast. It's mainly a crafting podcast. I do a little bit of everything. I'm the jack of all trades and the master of none, as they would say. But yes, if you are returning, you will see that I'm back in front of my yarn stash. You never know where you're going to get a podcast from me. I have a lot of windows here at the cottage, so different seasons, different lighting, and there's a lot. I also have a lot of trees, so there's a lot of shadows this time of the year. So I'm in my nook. I'm in a different corner of my nook. This is the hallway that leads down in or out into the kitchen. You can see right here I have that's where I hang shawls, or we hang our raincoats, or whatever it is, winter coats, bags, whatever. So just to give you a little bearing of where I am and what you're seeing in the background. I know it's not the prettiest of backgrounds, but it's what I have to work with today because the lighting, the sun is shining bright and hot in the South USA. It is morbidly hot. I do not like it at all. But you know what? You got to take the good with the bad. We have great winters, great fall, great spring. It used to be that I just didn't like August. Then it turned into July and August, and now it's June, July, and August because it seriously this June last month was just extremely hot. We are mid-July now. Today is my sister's birthday. Happy birthday, Sharon. I love you to the moon and back. We got to escape last Saturday, I think it was, and go up to Black Mountain for the day and go to our favorite yarn shop, and so we got to record a little bit. I'm going to put it in. Hey, this is a segment that I'm doing with my sister.
Hi!
This is Sharon. Otherwise,
the baby.
Yes. Otherwise known as,
I'm anxious to hear what you have to say.
what's the name of your new business?
Dying Lion
Dreams.
Oh, we're good.
Dying Lion Dreams. We just came up with that name today, and she's going to start making project bags.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that. I'm sure I will have quite a few on here to show you.
You
and
will
it's
be
giveaways.
the first.
Okay, and giveaways too. She's going to provide you with giveaways. Anyway, we came up here. Yeah. We came up here today to the mountains of North Carolina.
Yes.
To our favorite yarn shop. Look, that goes great with what I have on. And you too.
Hello.
So we came up for our favorite yarn shop, Black Mountain Yarn Shop. You've heard me wax poetic about them many times. From there, we went to a fabric store. What was the name of that?
Asheville Cotton Company.
Asheville Cotton Company. Oh, my lands, if you're in the Asheville area.
Boats and boats and boats.
Crazy. Crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. I mean, really.
I couldn't get her out.
It was good. So, and then we went to the Baked Pie Company, and we
That was the
had
best.
pie
And coffee.
and coffee and,
And
water. We got our water in. From there, we came over here to Susan Lake or Lake Susan, I think it's called, in Montreat. So we're here by the river. It's hard to hear us, I understand.
Yes.
But we wanted to sit out here and knit a little bit before we went home.
And introduce me.
I did.
That's why we did the podcast.
I did introduce
That
you.
was that was the sole purpose, though. I'm thankful you.
I did introduce you, didn't I?
You didn't let me finish.
Oh. Okay, go ahead and finish.
Nope.
Okay.
You have to. Go ahead.
I don't remember. Oh, we wanted to come here and sit by the river, and there's a falls back here, and so we were over there trying
waterfalls.
to. Yeah. I don't know what other kind of falls it would be. But yes, it's a waterfall. And it was drowning out our voices. So I keep forgetting to talk really loud because I think you can still hear the river back there. Plus, there's a road right here.
Yes.
So kids are over there riding their bikes, and they probably think that we're crazy.
Two crazy old women.
Two old crazy women sitting with their yarn, talking really loud, which we have a tendency to do too.
Hey, kids! Go away!
We're podcasting!
Where are your parents?
Okay. I think you
serious. So nice.
I think you've heard me say before, when we get together, we get stupid. And so it's at the end of the day and we're punchy. So, I'll probably have to edit out a lot because
you have cleavage and I don't.
she's the potty mouth and I'm the prim and proper sister.
Oh,
so,
please. Okay.
So anyway.
Hey, can I ask you a question? How well does your viewers know you?
Well, I don't know. As well as they need to. Why?
Do they know how talented you are with your voice? You're a great...
I did not know she was going to do that.
You're a great singer. Remember years ago, you used to sing gospel songs?
Oh, I did.
Yeah. What happened to those days?
I was little. I was young and...
Okay. Do you remember...
Oh, no.
When I used to sew your dresses?
I did. Oh, and I was too old to be having her sew my dresses. They were not anything that you would want to look at.
But I would like your viewers to know someday you will surprise them with a song.
Oh, not going to happen.
Okay, that's all.
Hormones have changed the the tenor of voice.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no. And those were little days when my dad would want me to sing in church, and I would bribe him. Like, I would say, well, I will sing if you will let me do this. And so he would let me do that, and so I would sing. And we're all hunched over like this because if we...
I don't want you to see my boobs.
We want to stay in frame. What are you doing?
Smell.
That's lavender.
Oh, they can't smell.
It's not smell-o-vision or...
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
okay.
That's lavender. She just bought it up here, so she's got it. So, anyway, we just did our favorite yarn shop. So what did you buy?
Oh, let's see. I forget.
Oh, we bought one thing together. Let me show you that.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm dropping bags everywhere. Hold it up. We'll hold it up at the same time. Okay, and I'll put it down here. Together. 1, 2, 3. Bam. This is Hank. From what I understand, his name is name is Hank.
Junior?
Hank.
I didn't know that.
Well,
Hank.
Hank. Like Hank's. This is the Hank.
Sinatra.
No, that would be Frank.
Okay.
If you want your bag to be Hank Sinatra, we'll go with that.
Hey, have you seen Joyce's Ruby Moss Cottage pin?
Did you put it on there?
No, I don't have. It's in my car.
Oh, it's in my car.
Could you hold on and I'll go get it?
No, we're in too big of a hurry. Let me see. Oh, I have one
But
on this.
won't it be beautiful on this? Oh, yes. The red. I'm very fortunate that she's my sister. And I just love her to pieces.
She is very, very fortunate.
Here, oh, please. Oh, my gosh. Oh, look. Oops. Maybe I won't knit anything with this yarn.
Oh, it's a little crooked, but yeah, you get the gist. That's the Ruby Moss Cottage pin. It does look good on Hank.
Yes, it does.
So we're excited. These just came out yesterday, I do believe.
Okay.
So we're one of the first.
Okay.
Our new Field Supply fringe bag.
I love them.
I do too. And I got this yarn, Shelter. I'm going to make a shawl out of it. I don't know.
My name is
I don't
Shelter.
know what the name of the shawl is, but you'll see it in plenty of time, I'm sure.
Show them your bag.
And then I got this bag too. It's a basket.
Straw basket, yeah. Oh, and I got this.
Oh yeah, that's a cool basket, a bag. She got me one of these.
clear.
It is clear. This is the hedgehog fibers bag, and she got me one. Was it a hedgehog fibers bag?
It is.
And what I do with it is, when I travel, I put travel stickers on it because I didn't want to put pins on it. So mine have got travel stickers. And so we tried to look for some stickers today to put on it, but we didn't find
But I
any.
think I might put toiletries in mine instead of yarn.
Okay,
Good idea.
whatever.
Okay.
If that's what you want to do.
Okay.
And then do you remember what the trunk show's name? And I don't know that we're talking loud enough. I hope we are. The trunk show that was there.
I don't. Ashley?
Sarah and, I don't know.
Susan. Oh, yeah. Oh, I
It's the
didn't see this.
Swamp Bunny. Oh, you didn't see what I bought?
No.
Okay, this is the Swamp Bunny, and I don't think it's going to show up.
not
I think
doing
it's going to blow
justice.
out. I'm sorry. It's really pretty. You're going to take my word for it. So it's like a,
Oh, yes.
there, that's
Oh, yeah, that's pretty close.
this color is blowing out. These two are the same, are about right.
Well, what are you going to make?
Is it the girlfriend? No. Oh, I don't know. You talk and I'll look up.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I'm going to make. I said talk, not print.
Okay.
That's not your personal mirror.
Okay.
Um,
I forgot.
I don't know that it's going to even come up out here.
Oh, well, I bought my yarn today because I'm going to make a sweater, my very first sweater. Wish me luck.
Her very first sweater. We'll have to cheer her on. Follow her on Instagram. She's going to be Diane Lion Dreams. So,
Dianlyon.
I can put it down here.
Okay.
And then you can see what she's going to make with her yarn. I need to look and see what the name of that shawl is that I'm going to make, because everyone will know it when I say it. It's not in my cues.
Like this all the time.
I'll edit some of these pauses out. It's called A Girl's Best Friend. That's the shawl I'm doing with it.
Oh, that
By
is-
Isabel Kramer. So, you know what it is. Everybody knows what
It
it is.
doesn't look like there's 400 yards in that.
I know, but there is. But yeah, Swamp Bunny. So they were having a trunk show with Swamp Bunny. And I got that. You didn't get anything from Swamp Bunny, did
No.
you? You spent $300 in the store. And then I got some odds and ends.
My
Yeah,
husband might be listening.
he's not watching this.
Okay.
No. But, and I lie, that's not the right amount. And so we are just hanging out here along the river, and thought we would hop on here and be a little crazy and just introduce my best friend, my bestest friend.
Older sister.
No, well, I wasn't going to say that, but since she did, she's my older sister. And just,
We have a good time together.
we really do. And I taught her how to knit about a year,
Oh.
2 years ago now. Yes, it was I won't tell what birthday it was, but we went around.
That's right.
Yeah. And I taught her how to knit.
Yep.
And she has been addicted
My
ever
life
since.
has changed.
It really has. So,
I mean, seriously, I've never had a hobby. Now I do.
yep. Yep.
And knitting rules.
Yep. Yep. So, now she's going to be making project bags to put all of that yarn in. And I've got a pretty little bag that's on the ground. One of my favorite bags fell on the ground. But anyway,
Please feels good.
we'll get back to the regular show now, and see you in a bit.
Bye.
And we had such a wonderful time creating great memories together, and laughing and eating and knitting and just having fun shopping. So, happy birthday to my sister. And it's been somewhat normal around here. Last weekend my husband and I got away, and we went to the mountains, and it was so cool. Turns out it was very cool here as well. A cold front had come through, but it was wonderful up there. So refreshing. Actually had to wear, it was a little misty. We were hiking. Okay, let me back up. That's what I was going to tell you about. We went hiking. My very first time of hiking in the mountains. Hiking per se. I do a lot of walking. We both do a lot of walking. But this is what you call hiking. I mean, it was a mountain. It was, I think he said 6,600 feet. We actually were walking through clouds at some point, at a couple of points. So it was misty. I had my rain jacket on, and then I got really warm. I had to take it off and tie it around me. You probably, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw the side-by-side shot, because he had said to me, take a backpack, and so you can carry your water and stuff. I did take a backpack. Ended up being my knitter's backpack, but so I took a side-by-side, him and his Under Armour, and he had all of the snacks, the protein, the water, and I had my knitting backpack, and I had my knitting. And so thankfully he had the necessities and all the essentials that we needed. But I had the essentials too, because I was knitting on, I believe in there was a shawl. So if I was cold or something, I could, I could make it work. But we had such a good time, and it was straight up. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ferns. I know nothing about mushrooms, but I took some pictures of some mushrooms, and I'm spitting on myself as I talk. Moss covered everything. We basically were walking up a rock path that was just had water trickling down through it. Oh, it was so nice. And I'm really hooked now. So he asked me if I wanted to camp out, hike and camp out, and no. Maybe if we were with a big group, I would. But no, as of right now, I'm not interested in that. I'm just interested in the day hikes. But we had a good time. So that's the exciting thing that's happened around here. Everything else is just survival mode. Just staying in the house, knitting, slipping summer, knitting fall. Which will lead me into the cow segment that's going on with our podcast. We are doing a slip summer knit fall cow, not a podcast. Slip summer knit fall cow. And so you can knit anything that has to do with cooler weather. And that pretty much means anything. There are no rules. You could have started a sweater in January and put it down and want to pick it back up, or a shawl, or socks, or hats, or gloves, or whatever it is. And really, I know some of you are in winter right now, but go ahead and still use the hashtag Slip Summer Knit Fall so that you can be entered for prizes. I had full intentions of having something ready to give a prize out on this podcast, and have been so busy knitting that I haven't even thought about prizes. So the next podcast, we will start giving out prizes for that. Maybe next podcast I will do 2 prizes. I've just got to gather up some gifts, some prizes to give away. But yeah, so whatever you're working on, make sure when you post it to Instagram, use the hashtag SlipSummerKnitFall. Also, I have yet to start the thread on Ravelry, but I hopefully will get that done. And my moderators that are watching this, and the 2 of you, if you feel like starting that thread for me, that will be great. Just so one non-chatter and one chatter, where they can talk about what they're knitting, or if they have questions, and then one where they just post pictures. And the posted pictures do not have to be finished pictures. Do it at all stages, because the more times you enter, the better your chances are to win. And do it both on Instagram and Ravelry, so that you can have a better chance to win. So I don't think, and actually the knit along started the summer solstice, the first day of summer, and it goes through the first day of fall, which I believe is September 20 something. I can't remember. Sorry, that's my husband texting. So, yes, get involved. I'm talking to a lot of people who say they're excited about it. A lot of you do enjoy summer, and a lot of you enjoy the adventures of summer, and the kids being out of school. I get all of that. I enjoy the adventures, and I enjoyed when I had children. Well, my grandkids are out of school. So I enjoy all of that. And I was always a little depressed when my kids had to go back to school at the end of summer. But that's all I like about it. I don't like the heat. I guess the thing I hate about summer is the heat. That's it. That's all I hate about summer is the heat. So now that I've waxed poetic about how much I do not like summer, let's go ahead and get into the podcast, shall we? Let's get into the crafting part of the goodies. I'll start with what's out of my bags. This is the sock arm sweater that I have been working on. I don't even remember who that's by. Let me check, because I've already taken the bag and put it away. So I don't know who that is by. I'm going to have to look it up on iBook. You know what? I'll put her name down here. But anyway, it's my sock arm sweater. I'm going to try to stand up so that you can see a little better view of it. I'll try and move here on the chair a little. I am very pleased with how it turned out. This is my, sorry about that. This wool here is the Roots Base by Evil Little Goat. And her yarn, you've heard me go on about it forever. This wool is, you know what, I'm working on another sweater right now out of a different color of it. It is, and I don't have any readers over here. Doesn't that happen every time I podcast? It's her Roots fingering, and it's the fine rambouillet wool. I actually looked that word up, and I still cannot pronounce it as they do. So it's RAMBOUILLET wool. I cannot say enough good about this wool. I was going to see if there was any other description. Well, I was going to say I have nothing on underneath of it, but I actually do. I have a little tank top on underneath of it. Not necessary. It does not itch. It feels fabulous. It's soft. I like the drape of it. Her customer service is phenomenal. I just love everything about her yarn. But this, so that's what the base of it is. This is by Quegu. And I love how they go together. I can see me wearing this sweater a lot in the fall. I have it on today because I'm inside and I have no intentions of going outside until evening, but I will have changed by then. So this sweater is out of my bags and I am quite pleased with it. There is a little this. If anybody knows how to get rid of this, please let me know. It happens in a lot of my sweaters. I don't know, maybe my armholes are too big. I don't want it to, I wouldn't want it to, I don't know what the problem is. Or if that's just typical. If I'm just nitpicking it. I don't know. Nitpicking it. But I'm very pleased. I don't think that I changed anything about the pattern. I didn't make it as long as she suggested. I wanted it to hit like at the top of my jeans. I really wish I had made it a little longer. I had to block the heck out of it. I mean, I really stretched it hard when I blocked it. Love how I love the set-in sleeve that she uses. I love how she goes back in and, well, basically the pickup is the same, but what I like is the sewn bind off on the neck. I'm probably going to use the sewn bind off a lot now. It's just very stretchy. I don't think there's anything else that I changed about the sweater at all, but it's a fun one. I've got now the yarn. Hey, bud. What you doing? Do you need something? Oh, hey, I'm sorry about that. That was my little Grandy. Oh, he's so precious. He's 4, and he had brought me his iPad. It's really his Kindle, aka iPad. And he had brought it to me a while ago to charge, and I was in the middle of getting everything set up, and then started a podcast and forgot to charge it. But he was so sweet. So he said, okay. So I started charging his iPad. Okay. So yes, out of my bags, sock arm sweater, and I intend to make all 3 of my Grandies one. I've got the yarn. My oldest Grandy's birthday is in October, so I've got all of the yarn to do hers with. So hopefully that is the plan, to have hers done by her birthday, and then I have a December birthday, and then I have a February birthday. So I'm planning to do all of that. Now, let's move on to what is in my bags. I have the yellow fringe supply bag, and in it is, and I'm sorry if you can hear all the noise out there, but they're having fun, and I'm not about to say, quiet down. Hopefully that will not bother you. This is the Hipster Shawl by Joji, I think. Yes, Joji Locatelli. Love this knit. Seriously, I started this when we left for the mountains. And so, you know, I did not knit straight through, and just hit and miss, and then I haven't picked it back up since we got back. But this is how much I got finished. And I do believe, because it's with a worsted weight, I do believe if you sat down to knit this, you could do it in a day, definitely a day and a half. So this is going to be for a belated birthday, and this is not showing up, I don't believe. It's a hot pink, and yeah, I guess it kind of is. Actually, this may be a lot pinker than what it really is. But can you see how those crisscross? Oh, this is so pretty. You will love this. And I love a squishy shawl. I love a big squishy shawl. And so I think this is just going to be big and squishy. It's garter stitch. It's so easy. It's so nice. I'm using my the Likey needles. I don't know how to say that, and I don't even care. You know what I'm talking about. That's the needles I'm using. And there's my evil little goat stitch marker that she sent me. So that is in my bags, and I'm rather enjoying it. This yarn, I went stash diving, and I am using, it is, and I'm looking up there because that's where I keep it. It is Blue Sky alpaca, Blue Sky organic cotton is what this is. So it's wonderful. Excuse me. She can't even get comfortable because he's hugging on her neck. These are the needle. This is the needle pack. This is not my, they're made out of driftwood. I love those needles. I have 2 of the sets, the smaller needles and the longer, and then I have, this must have been before I got the sets with the interchangeables, because this is not an interchangeable. But yeah, this is, I'll show you the tag. The worsted Blue Sky cotton, organic cotton, which is the softest, most awesome yarn to make shawls with. Years ago, I made this sweet November shawl. If you have not knit that, you need to. It is great, great, great. And I made it out of this yarn. It's so squishy and so soft. It's still one of my very favorites. Okay, so that is in my bags. And then this is in my bags, and this is a brand new bag. It is the new fringe supply bag. which they call Hank, because it looks like hanks of yarn. Very appropriate. And that's my Ruby Moss Cottage pin. And inside of this, okay, first of all, I will show you the pattern. It's, oh, let me put that back in that bag. Okay, it is the Slip Knit Love. Is that what it's called? Yes, Slip Knit Love pattern. And it's going to look like, well, okay, so that's what it looks like, and I'm no way near there. But what I have done is beautiful, and I am truly smitten with it. Okay, let me get the front of the work and not the back. So this is the front. This is what I have finished. It's my first mosaic knit. So this, yeah, this is one end, and it just gets bigger and bigger. Look at that. It almost looks like a weaving, but it's not, obviously. But isn't that pretty? Oh, I love, 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 love. I'm going to work on this today. But this is my Slip Knit Love shawl. And like I say, it's my very first mosaic. It is by, again, I'll just put their name down, Lisa Hannes. I went stash diving again, quite proud of myself, although I don't need to because I have bought enough yarn lately. But it does feel good to use some stash. The white, the creamy color is Madeline Tosh. This is UU Knits. Hold on for a second. We need to calm down. We have a dinosaur that roams the house every now and then. And every now and then, like the whole time he's here. And so we needed to tame down our dinosaur just a bit. Okay, so then I was telling you that what we have here. So the white is a Madeline Tosh that I had. Then the green is a Knit Picks that I had. It's the stroll fingering. And then the blue, let me see if the tag is in here. No, it is not. It's gotten, oh no, yes it is. I don't even know where I got that. This stuff has been in, this is old stuff, old stash. But I really like the colors. I think that this is close to what, where I first saw this was, on Knitting from the Third Floor podcast, Nora Gone. And I think she used these colors. I'm not 100% sure. But this is the Slip Knit Love Shawl. So if you just put that in your pattern search on Ravelry, it'll pop up. And if you're interested in knitting that, I don't even know what size needles I'm using. I can tell you right now. They're the Chow Goose, size 4. So it's knit on a size 4 Chow Goo. And I think that's all with that one. Yeah. So that's in my bags. I hope that'll be out of my bags soon. I know it's too hot, but you know, when you go to dinner and sit in a restaurant, sometimes it's cool. And I like to have shawls that I can pull out and put around me. Okay, this I started yesterday. Let me show you, first of all, what it's going to be. This is On the Beach by Isabel Kramer. So that's what it is. Now, oh my goodness, that dinosaur. Okay, I'll show you what I'm using because I've gotten just gotten started with it. So this is going to be the back. And And I'm using these two yarns, so they're going to stripe together. Let me show you what that, I wish I had saved the swatch. You can go to my Instagram feed and see what the swatch looked like knit up. So these two together are going to stripe. And this is the Evil Little Goats Roots fingering. And then this is a Tosh Merino light. It's called, what is that? Abik? I'll put it on the bottom. But I got this at a yarn shop in West Virginia. Oh, I don't even remember. It's probably, we were up there maybe this winter, and I stopped. There's a great little yarn shop if you're ever traveling through in Bridgeport, West Virginia, and it's The Nest, and she has a lot of Madeline Tosh. Just a quaint little yarn shop in a little crafty, handmade shopping center. I think all the little shops in there. There's a winery. There's a great little French bistro, and then there is another shop or two that has handmade items, handmade jewelry and stuff, and then she has her yarn shop in there. And that's where I bought this. I actually bought it, I think, to do a different sweater, so I have a lot of this, and then I decided I was going to stripe it and do the On the Beach sweater. So I love the fabric that it's making. It's thin, so I'll definitely use, up close you can definitely possibly see through it, but I think it's going to drape well. And I know that I love the roots. I'm doing these on my interchangeables, the Likey. And I know that's wrong. And I don't know why I keep saying that every time I say it. You know I'm saying it wrong. But these are my interchangeables, and these are size 8, which shocked me because, okay, I'm kind of playing with this pattern a little bit. She says to use DK or Sport on size 8 needles. I'm using fingering on size 8 needles, and I still have not gotten gauge. But I was not going up to a size 9. I don't understand why that is. So I just keep, so it's top down construction. I'm just going to keep trying it on and measuring it every few rows or few inches, so to make sure it doesn't get too big, because this, I'm knitting the medium, and I think it has a tendency to be a big sweater anyway. And it doesn't bother me for my, especially if it's a V-neck, it doesn't bother me if it's kind of wants to slip off the shoulder or not, or off of one shoulder. I don't care about all of that, but I don't want it to be too big. So, do you just dream about your projects? Like, I cannot wait. You switch colors every 20 rows. I cannot wait to switch to the next color, to just watch it develop. Oh, and it feels so good. I can just imagine. We leave for vacation in several weeks, and so I want to have it done so I can at least take a photo of me wearing on the beach. You know what I'm saying? Might be too warm to wear on the beach, but I can do it at least long enough to get a photo of it. So that is what's in my bags. This is an old Mrs. Brown's bags, believe it or not. This is the one, I know I've talked about it before, that I won. I think it's the one I won. If not, I ordered it shortly after. But when she very first started, and she's got a little pocket in there. It's very roomy. I had been ordering a lot of bags lately. And because bags are so pricey, I mean, the cost of bags has shockingly jumped. And they're well-made bags. So I'm not saying they're not worth it. They are worth it. They are so well-made. But I can't afford the bigger bags anymore. So I'm always ordering like the $50, $60 bag, and they're great for shawls, but they're not great for sweaters. So this is a good size bag for a sweater. And then the fringe supply bags I find are good for sweaters. But, yeah, so I had to pull old, and I had to go through my stash and pull out an old one to get one big enough for my sweaters. Also, I will show you my Notions bag. It's kind of new, and we'll segue into shopping bags. I just ordered these from a friend, Crochet Crazy Girl, she's in South Africa. Wendy, she is my BFF. But anyway, if you follow her on Instagram, she also wrote a book that I have featured here. Oh goodness, I can't go drag it out right now, but she crochets beautiful, beautiful blankets. And so then she made bags from, I guess she photographed and took pictures of her crochet, had fabric made from it, and then she sewed up some Notions pouches. That's one side. I thought that looked really fall. And it kind of goes with this bag. But anyway, and then on the inside is yet another fabric. I love this. I ordered 6 of these. And it's just got my Notions in it, my lavender patch. And but she's got, I'll show you. That will just take me in. So that's in my shopping bags. So we'll just go and I'll show you the other bags that I ordered from her. And I will probably maybe give some of these away. I just love them. She uses different colored zippers. Whew. But isn't that beautiful? And then on the inside of this one is a fun fabric. This one is a little different print. And then this one has a blue zipper. This one, oh, look at that. This has a yellow zipper. That kind of gets blown out there. Oh, I mean, like, maybe I won't give any of these away. This is her gardens. And then this is the back. This has a blue zipper. That's the inside. And one more. Thank you for bearing with me. There's that, the back. And this has a green zipper, a greenish blue, and then the inside. Wendy, I love, love, love these. Here's the coolest thing. Okay, so Wendy is in South Africa. Met her through Instagram. And she posted a picture of a stack of these bags. I really wish I'd ordered more. But and I said, how can I get a bag? Anyway, where am I going with that story? Okay, so we kind of just messaged back and forth, comment on one another's pictures. But anyway, I said I want one of those bags. So she said that they were going to be in Charlotte. Yes, I could order them. I paid her for them. And then she said that they would be in Charlotte. And she gave me the date. And then said, if you will send me your email address. She was shipping them to her sister. If you will send me your email address, I'll have my sister message you or send you an email. And then you can send her your address and she can send them to you. It would be much more affordable for her to mail them to you than it would be for me to mail them to you. Okay. Somehow in our relationship, Wendy had forgot that I was in Charlotte. So I said, I'm in Charlotte, which makes this seem like such a small world because here it is. My friend in South Africa has a sister in Charlotte. So I went over yesterday, picked these up from her sister and got to meet her. And sweet, sweet, sweet girl, got to meet a family friend that was visiting from South Africa. Elsa is from South Africa, but married an American and ended up here. And it's just, what a small world. So I have some beautiful things. And I want Wendy to come visit her sister so that I can just sit down and we can craft together and just have tea or coffee and talk forever. Her sister was so sweet, so easy to talk to. Anyway, the beauty of Instagram, I mean, the crafting world can be some of the most perfect friendships. Okay, so I wanted to get a picture of all those zippers, the colors of them, but I think they're going to blow out. Aren't those pretty? The zippers are pretty, and then when you look at the fabrics, they're even prettier. Okay, so that is in my shopping bags. This is my shopping bag. I got that at Black Mountain when my sister and I were there. Another thing I got at Black Mountain is this beautiful yarn. I bought this yarn to make the sock arms. I wish I had the yarn that I was going to make Natalie's sweater from, but this is it's the base is about this color, solid, and then this is what I'm going to make her arms out of, and this is the yarn. What are you doing?
She wants me.
Okay, this is the yarn, and then when I checked out, Donna, the yarn shop owner, gave me a list of all the patterns that you could knit with this. Great idea. So I bought it for arms, but it may end up into a pretty shawl because some of the shawls that they, the dot shawl, the loop shawl, those are both by Casapinka. Lighthouse, On the Road, Pure Joy. So I don't know yet what that's going to be, but isn't that pretty? I love these colors. So I got that. I've got some other things. I just wanted to show you one other yarn, just because I want to highlight and feature these dyers. It was a mother-daughter team, and it was their very first trunk show. And beautiful, beautiful yarns, sweet, sweet ladies, but they are Swamp Bunny fibers. So I bought these yarns. Oh, those are so pretty. And they are going to be a shawl. And I just cannot remember the name of the shawl. They were both knitting it. It's the one that everybody is knitting that has the 3 pom-poms. It's something about friendship. This is going to be that shawl. But since I have 2 shawls on the go now, I can't start one right now. Well, I can if I get bored, if it gets too hot, and I'm tired of working on the projects that I have going. But yeah, Swamp Bunny fibers, check them out. And if they are ever in your area, if you're local, the mother maybe from Henderson and the daughter from Asheville or something like that. I could be way wrong, but they're in that general vicinity. But this is my absolute favorite, and it's called Gatorland. Oh, I love that. I could have a stash of that. I'll just tell you the colors in case you're looking for them. So Gatorland, this is Swamp Lily, and this is High Tide. Nailed. Oh, you're not there. High Tide. I mean, they nailed. Their names are perfect for these. This might be a great beach knit since the name High Tide is in it. And gators. We have seen gators there. And there's swamps down there. This is going to be a beach knit. Not the only one, a beach knit. I shall cast that on at the beach. So that is what I bought. That's in my shopping bags. Let me see what else here. Oh, okay. So I won a prize from the Blueberry Fields knit along. She did the scrappy sock. I don't know if it was scrappy sock or scrappy anything. Scrappy knit along. Oh, I think it's scrappy sock cow. And so I won a prize. And you've heard me go on before. I've got several of her bags. I've even given her bags as giveaways. But Lowland Originals. So yeah, that is what I won. Just so, so beautiful. Oh, and there's some stitch markers in here that I won. And is Wild About Yarn pins. Wild About Yarn enamel pins by Wild About Yarn. That's the pin, and then these stitch markers are by Lou Douglas, and they're cute little smiley face stitch markers. And then I think there were some tea bags. It was a cute, cute prize. So that was exciting. And again, that was by Blueberry Fields. Check her out on Instagram. Check her Etsy shop out. She is a great bag maker as well. Okay. This is back to my shopping bags. I had ordered some yarn from Dandelion and Dogwoods for Amy from Dandelion and Dogwoods. And then when I got the package in the mail, it was empty. There was nothing in it. Evidently, she was using some biodegradable bags, and the pressure from shipping had just split them wide open. And so I contacted her, and she said it had happened to others, and I felt so bad for her. But one of the yarns that I had ordered was discontinued or something. And so she refunded my money, and then sent me an extra skein. One skein she was resending, and then she added one with it. She added this one, and those colors are absolutely perfect together. So this is kind of in with that. This would make a great on the beach. I don't know if together those colors would make a great on the beach sweater. But Dandelion and Dogwood used to be Little Tailoress. And if you watch her podcast, you will know she's just a beautiful person. Beautiful crafter. So thank you, Amy. That was just so sweet of you. Really, I thought, I should give these away as a giveaway. And then the more I looked at them, the more I was like, I don't know if I can. They're so pretty. But we'll see. We'll see. But that is in my shopping bags. And then, I know you're probably bored, but I want to highlight some of these makers because they're very, very talented and gifted and amazing. And I just don't feel like they get the recognition they deserve so many times. I've been trying to get one of her bags forever. I think I may have had one. Nope, I've never had one of her bags. I'm thinking of someone else. This is an Alex Collins bag. I've wanted one of her bags forever. And her updates, I would always miss. So I was fortunate enough to get one. This is her card. So I'm excited about that. But see what I'm talking about? These sizes are great for socks or a hat, possibly a shawl, but not sweater. So this is kind of the size I've been ordering. The next bag is by Catherine Storeheil. Catherine, you've seen me wear her jewelry before, and she sent me this piece too, and it is so beautiful. It has stitch markers and progress keepers on it. And so you wear this beautiful bohemian necklace, this jewelry, and as you're knitting, you have your stitch markers and progress keepers right on your necklace. But yet, to the non-knitter, it just looks like a beautiful piece of bohemian jewelry. And she customizes them. So like these are stamped with a J. I have another one that's on a project. It's on that Slip Knit Love shawl. It's a progress keeper, and it has a J stamped into the metal. But this is the bag that I ordered, and and then this is the inside. That's my evil little goat pin from Dion. But this is so beautiful, and look, you could even put stitch markers there. It is so well made. I mean, she's got a beautiful tag on the inside. I think that's going to show up upside down. Bed of roses. I love this beautiful, beautiful ribbon. This is her name. Maker's Dreams and Wildflowers. Bed of Roses is her business. So, yeah, follow her on Instagram as well, and you'll get updates to her shop. But I love this bag. This bag, I like bags that aren't quite so stiff that you can put your stuff in, and then you can put them in your just throw them in your bag and go. Like throw them in your purse and go. I always have a project in my purse, and so this went with me to the mountains, and it was just when my sister and I went, and oh, but it's so beautiful, so simple and beautiful. So that is all that's in my shopping bags. Oh, no, sir. That's not true. My sister and I, when we were in Asheville, Black Mountain, went over to Asheville, and we found a fabric store. I cannot remember the name of the fabric store, the Cotton Mill or something. They just had cottons, mainly a quilting shop. But we went in there because my sister, who is Diane Line Dreams, is going to start making bags. And so we went in there to buy fabric for bags. And of course, I am not the sewist of the family. That would be she. But I thought I'm going to have to give it a go. So I got this fabric. This will be the liner, and then this will be a front and a back. But isn't that pretty? So my goal is to make 2 bags, one for me and one for one of you as giveaways for this Slip Summer Knit Fall cow. So hopefully I may have to go to her house and she may have to walk me through the steps, especially because I want it to be a zipper bag and I've never done a zipper before. But I just am in love with that fabric, and I thought it looked very fallish. So that's it. That is it. I've been working a little bit on my quilt, but it's not finished yet. I think I have not knit on anything else. But I am enjoying this sweater. And I am enjoying my jewelry. Thank you, Catherine. So I wish we could just sit here and chat. I don't have anything else to talk about, though, and I could sit here and stare at you and let you talk, but I don't know how that would come across on a video. Stay cool or warm. When I was talking to Danielle from South Africa, who was the family friend of Wendy, who sent me the bags, she said it was freezing there. And so if you're in South Africa and watching, stay warm. Have fun knitting all that warm stuff. And if you are somewhere warm and you're having summer, stay cool. Stay cool and knit on. Slip Summer Knit Fall. And we will be back here again in a couple of weeks. Hopefully I'll have some shawls finished. Hopefully my On the Beach will be finished. I did this in 2 weeks or less, so maybe I can do that other. But I was very monogamous with this sweater. So I don't know. I've got 2 shawls that I'm enjoying knitting very much. And then I just love it when I'm loving all of my knits, because I sit down to go knit and I'm like, what do I want to knit on? I wish I could have 6 arms and so I could knit on 3 different projects at a time. That's it. That's it, Fort Pitt. Nothing else. So until next time, remember to take 1 stitch at a time.
Are you beautiful enough? Hide my boobs. She would be the Jody, because she's going to talk about boobs and vagina. Pea pad. I got a serious bladder problem.
I'm going to try and hold it together.
Me and my boo walking the Appalachian Trail. And it's cold. Well, cool. Cool. Right, babe? Where are you? Don't act so happy. Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast. beautiful, that's for sure. Look at the clouds in the mountains. Beautiful.